All right, Nick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, ever since the addition of Tom Brady, have been perennially crowned favorites for the Super Bowl, and that is no different this year. The Bucs have been anointed tied for first in projected win total this season. I believe is 11.5 wins. So I think the Bucs once again are primed to have a really good season, but there's a deeper meaning to all of this as to why they are primed to have a good season and why these other teams around them that are pretty top tier teams may not be as primed as the Bucs. But before we get into this story, Nick, I want to ask the Bucs fans, comment below, let us know who's your favorite Buccaneer player of all time. It could be Tom Brady, could be a different person. Just let us know in the comments below who's your favorite Buccaneer player of all time. But Nick, why don't you let us in on the secret as to the Bucs' success?
Yeah, so you alluded to this, but the over-under win totals for the NFL came out to a lot of sports books, and the Buccaneers found themselves, just like you said, tied with the Buffalo Bills, who many people, including you and I, have talked about this, probably have the best roster in all of football. Both the Bucs and the Bills have an over/under set at 11.5 wins going to the season. Rounding out some of the other guys on the top of the list, you have the Packers with 11, you have the Chiefs with 10.5, you have the Dallas Cowboys also with 10.5, and the 49ers with 10, and it continues on from there. But I think the thing that jumps out to me is at first glance, it seems kind of strange, right? Because the Buccaneers obviously have a new head coach. They lost to retirement, Hall of Fame tight end Rob Gronkowski, future Hall of Famer, star All-Pro defensive tackle, and Ndamukong Suh's been around a long time, is obviously gone. So you see, Brady's getting older. Eventually, someone has to assume Father Time's going to take his toll on him. So when you look at this, it's kind of, based on that, it's a little bit surprising almost when you look at the Buccaneers and how high they're rated. But then I looked at the Buccaneers depth chart and I took a deep look, and I am blown away, Miles. They have no weaknesses. I've never seen a team like this. I literally went through, a lot of their guys, and I'm looking at obviously wide receiver. You got Mike Evans is a stud. Godwin, when he's healthy, is going to be a stud. They signed Russell Gage. Cyril Grayson's got speed. You and I have been high on Tyler Johnson. I mean, offensive line with Shaq Mason adding him. Ryan Jensen's awesome at center. Tristan Wirfs, an absolute stud. They added Akeem Nicks. People kind of forgot about that. Nose tackle solid with Vea. They got the best Hall of Fame linebacking core, in my opinion, with Devin White, Levante David. They're great at corner and safety. I mean, they literally have no weaknesses. I've never seen a team like this.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible that when teams are great all around the ball, you think of a team that's like that. You think, okay, well, the Bucs are great all around the ball, great team. Again, Bills, great all around the ball. And being in the AFC as a Baltimore fan, when I play the Buffalo Bills, not me personally, obviously, when the Ravens play the Buffalo Bills, I'm just as nervous when their offense is on the field as when their defense is on the field. They're never going to give you an inch, and they're liable to score at any minute. And that's how I feel like the Buccaneers are. Their defense is so unbelievable on the secondary, whether it's their front seven. It's hard to do anything against them. And then when the offense comes on the field, you got the field general Tom Brady, who can move the ball all over. They've got great running backs. They've got great receivers. They even have decent tight ends. It's hard to play a team like that, like you said, and that's why I think they're set up to be perennially Super Bowl contender as long as Tom Brady's at the helm of his team.
Yeah, especially when, you compare them with their top three contenders, at least in our mind, looking at the LA Rams, the 49ers, and the Green Bay Packers contenders in the NFC. And, even though the Rams are Super Bowl champions, they have a lot of weaknesses. Their offensive line is mediocre. They are terrible at safety. No name tight ends and running backs. The 49ers, right? Everyone's high on Trey Lance, but Trey Lance, we don't even know if he's actually going to be good yet. And the 49ers secondary is terrible. The Packers, they may have the worst special teams in football, and we don't know who Aaron Rodgers is going to be throwing to. It could be one of 8 different guys at this point. Rookies, veterans, who knows? A lot of question marks there. So these are the 3 top contenders that the Buccaneers are going toe to toe with, and the Buccaneers have just a better roster. They have no weaknesses. All 3 of these guys have weaknesses. I can't think of a weakness for the Buccaneers. The only complaint I have is it might be nice to have a second receiving tight end to pair with Brait while you're waiting for Kate Otten to maybe mature a little bit. I mean, think about that. When your biggest weakness is your backup tight end as a receiving option, that's pretty good. And compared to their 3 contenders, the Buccaneers are in just phenomenal shape.
All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.